have proven to us that they are in charge of terrorism in Nigeria. And this is why terrorists will continue to kidnap innocent citizens, terrorize the whole country, killing our soldiers. And at the end of the day, they will be invited for peace talk. Tomorrow, they will still come out and contest for politics. And they will definitely become the president of the country. This is why terrorism and banditry have become the side jobs of the politicians, and they are all doing it and succeed.
Elders, welcome. Recently, Nigerian military in Borno, one of their bases was overrun by terrorists. Now, I go more discuss this matter for this clip. Make I yarn something straight from my mind. This, although would want to tag this as allegedly, for the sake of this terrorism within this country, it be like say, na politicians them and oga, the big people for the army, then get hand inside. Because how you want to explain, say, from top to bottom, it is very glaring. Say people dey outside the system, they know say they are saboteurs inside the system, but those wey dey inside, they feel say they are in control of the situation. They don't show us say them they control terrorism. You know, guy be how hand no go take the inside. If you see as terrorists they kidnap our people left, right, and center, terrorize our people anyhow, they even kill our soldiers, and at the end of the day, them go invite them, still knock them peace talk on top of tables. And when they do this peace talk, the terrorists them now then still get the high hand. Now then get the leverage for the negotiation. Meaning say now then get the high hand, now then get the more say, now then get the main say for the table. They go even they threaten government say if una do X, we go do Y. Why it be like that? Them don't even become na so terrorism and bandits don't turn side hustle for politicians abi for our military. Because how you want to explain say all of them they do all these things upon everything wey they do to succeed against the terrorists. The terrorists still they raise their head above one's country's military. How is that even explained? Whereas if one common person just commit crime for him backyard, less than 24 hours they go pick the person. But if you consign our police, our army, them politicians, you know the guy he be then this bandit and terrorist, you know guy he be the matter go just go down like that. Wetin dey really happen? One soldier wey dey vex wella pour out in mind in say politicians dey organize peace meeting and dey negotiate direct with terrorists wey don dey massacre people for long. Just these past few days, more than 50 security agents don lose their life for the hands of those terrorists. E no dey fair. Nobody dey talk about am, but the truth be say we no fit blame politicians alone without pointing fingers at our commandants. Now, dem get the job to take over places. Our military suppose take over places where we say these terrorists they in charge of, or where people they call, where English people they call ungoverned spaces. But then fail. Why? You don't ever ask yourself why. Why a country military with its full might no fit crush? They will say na guerrilla warfare. The terrorists they go hit and run and hit and run. That's why they hard. If they hit, no wahala. Where did they run go? You know, if you chase them, follow them, and smoke them out. But if na somebody, a random person talks certain things about politicians, they go smoke them out within 24 hours. So now why governors and other politicians they enter negotiation with them be that? See they no fit get them. No be say e correct, but every action get reaction abi. Now make we reason am like this. If Nigeria dey under military regime now, this army go dey in charge of everything abi no be so? Administer the country, protect the border, fight insecurity, fight against terrorists, and also quell bandits. But how you want to tell me say Nigeria dey a civilian government and military dey in charge on top security vote wey they carry give them, plus the extensive budget, still yet terrorism no dey end? You want tell me say this war go still dey go on for past 10 years now? If dem dey in control of everything, who you wan blame? E no just be to point the finger as politicians alone, no. Yes, we fit say politicians and the military then get saboteurs inside. But if you look the matter very well, You guys ask the question, the military tactics won't call with the commanders they present. Those tactics, do they match like now what class tactics wey fit help quell this matter? Wetin be their priorities? Another question. For example, see that surveillance videos where they trend from military. Dem dey watch as terrorists dey close in on a military base, forgetting that that could be them tomorrow. Dem suppose call air strike or at least support sharp air support. But guess wetin? Dem dey just dey there dey see wetin happen, see wetin dey happen. Dem suppose even get parameters around the base of the theatre, maybe like 10 km radius, wey be say at least the terrorists need to neutralize the first parameters before dem fit go further. But nothing happen. Dem no call for air support, no fighter jet, no drone, nothing. They just lock up like that the matter and allow these terrorists overrun an entire base. Wetin you feel say this thing go put in the mind of other people wey wan go into terrorism? When you dey fight this war wey dey call kinetic approach, government go say, oh, kinetic approach has not been working, let's use non-kinetic approach. The main thing be say this terrorist sef, person never still know wetin dey behind them. Normally for different countries, okay, wetin be the ideology? We want better governance. Oh no, they say no more book, but they use internet. So if you dig deep down, you don't really understand wetin these terrorists dey after. You say you no want A, but you dey inside the A. Now the A you dey even dey use strive. E no make sense. No be something wey get ideology. So government say they won't go with non-kinetic approach, which is the one where they go give them peace. But how can you give peace to somebody where they end lives like that without remorse? El-Rufai come outside come yarn the other day say the only repentant bandit he want to hear of na the dead one. But yet government dey follow them as if I no just understand. This too na psychological battle. Yes, because now wey they don overrun military base, if new boys wan join them, e go give them the morale to dey think say if we fit overrun military base, wetin? The military no level. And once civilians don begin think like that, state of anarchy no far again. Anybody wey wan join them, im mind no go change. Im go dey feel say I go join them. And even if the matter e get as e be, government put heat on us, they go later give us peace deal. And those peace deal dey cost Nigerian taxpayers money and our resources. Now they take dey give these people. Is it that they reward evil for this country now? So make you think am twice before joining or carrying arm against the country. Because when they think am, they will realize say if dem dey, they go fit overrun bases. They no get fear. And even if the matter go the other way, they fit still, even if the matter go the other way, they fit still put am for government neck and government go offer them peace. E no make sense at all. Na pity say our soldiers dey pay the ultimate price for this matter, and e no make sense. Because how we go get politicians and on top our resources and the numbers wey we get, the sheer numbers alone, and we no dey fit dey quell this insecurity. Even when them chase them, they go chase them halfway. Na guerrilla warfare. Why don't you chase them just like the late president of Chad, although he died for the battlefield? Now his system be that they go gather the entire military hardware. Oh yeah, we go this place. In 1 month, they go fish out everybody and anybody. And even before they go raise terrorists go raise their head again, you go don dey calculate maybe another 6 months to 1 year. Why you don't use that kind of system? We no get the full power. But for the East, then through militaries everywhere, saying that they take fight terrorism. Maybe na invisible terrorism, we don't know. The ones for the East, once they won't catch them, 2 seconds they don't catch them. But the guys for the North, you get as e be. Me, I no understand them. This one wey suppose dey responsible. Our army, Nigerian army, wey suppose dey responsible, they fight all insurgents and border. But yet, you no go really know where they stand. Despite massive budget of over 4.91 trillion naira for defense and security for 2025 alone, we see the year killings up, right, left, and center. If na sane countries, this type of thing happen, they overrun your base, the military chief go come up from power. Like you can resign. Like you no suppose dey there. You don't feel now. You don't feel. I don't understand. Now, President Tinubu lay before our National Assembly and former governor Nasir El-Rufai talk plenty times about security votes. Nasir El-Rufai say about 1 billion and they give them per month. This one though na rumor, but this 1 billion big pass a whole lot of stuffs wey be say Nigeria suppose deal with, wey dem no dey fit deal with. So if you be say you dey give security more priority, why the security dey deteriorate, dey become worse and worse? Na there be the matter wey we never know. But here we dey for civilian regime, excuses up and down. When you see some soldiers like this one, instead to blame their commandant, they beg him dey beg the issue, dey blame only politicians. Politicians alone no fit take the blame. For example, dem promise Nigeria say dem go end insurgency and terrorism, and also appoint military men as service chief more than 2 years into the terrorism. Ever since dem don dey promise Nigeria. Own like, subscribe, share this video with another person too wey dey passionate about Nigeria getting better. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.